Hello, valued viewers. I hope you're all doing very well, and welcome to episode 1, a Jagdgeschwader 9 campaign mission. Oh, this sounds interesting. What's going on? Bypass!
Hello and welcome to a brand new campaign, the World War II JG9 campaign. JG, or Jagdgeschwader, is a standard German equivalent of an Allied fighter group during the Second World War, though as you will find out, JG9 is not your standard unit. In this campaign, you will be experiencing and reenacting some of the biggest operations, the most dangerous missions, along with all the twists and turns that the very unusual JG9 experienced during the war. This fighter group was sent to most of the major theatres and fronts that German troops were involved in at some point or other during World War II, and was asked to do the impossible, against the odds, time after time. And yet, not only did JG9 manage to survive these operations, it also managed to enhance its reputation as it did so. The high stakes, the daring do's, and the risky missions, along with an accurate but still above average mortality rate, will be at the core of this campaign. You will often be harried, harassed by enemy forces, perhaps lost, with damaged engines, low on fuel, just trying to survive, as your historical counterparts were. So brace yourselves for a challenge. Speaking of the challenge ahead, let me give you some details as to the structure of the campaign. This campaign will take place over the course of a number of operations. I wanted to do justice to the missions JG9 took part in and to try and keep them as accurate and historical as I could, and thus tried to make them to scale, which means they ended up too big for a normal 2-hour GR mission. As such, the operations will be divided into 2 separate and self-contained standard GR mission slots that I call episodes, sort of like a television series. These 2 parts or episodes put together will form a larger entity. While each part will take place on the same or next day, they will have their own atmosphere, weather, enemies, goals, objectives, the same as our usual missions do. The only difference will be that they will form part of a bigger operational narrative. I mentioned narrative, and another change I'm going for in this campaign is that rather than being provided with detailed briefing sheets with exact flight plans as in my previous missions, in this campaign you'll be given, all in one sheet, a historical background to your mission of the day, a general flight plan and recommendation, and a narrative context, as if you were there receiving the information directly, to explain the situation JG9 is currently in, and that's pretty much it. You will then, as those guys had to do very often, some 80 years ago now, take off, interpret your orders from HQ as best you can, depending on how the situation unfolds, make do with what you got and figure things out as you go. The goal here is not to maliciously withhold information from you, but rather to give you a feel for what life as a JG9 pilot was like, to receive the information when and how they would receive it themselves, and for you to work as a team to overcome the challenges in the missions. Working as a team will be critical to mission success. Running off to do one's own thing, chasing kills, ignoring warnings, will likely lead to death. Whereas by focusing first on doing what is needed for you individually to survive, and then on doing what you can to make sure your buddy survives, you'll increase your chances of everyone making it back to base. Regarding teams and buddies, another addition is one made to flights and officers. You are assigned to squadrons and flights. There are 5 flights per Staffel. You will be expected to fly with your Staffel and group unless ordered not to do so, and you'll be expected to follow your CO's orders. Officer seniority will be detailed on the sheet. In some cases, it may make sense to fly just your own flight or Staffel, and in other cases, it may make sense to split up or team up with other flights to achieve your objectives. You'll have to figure that out for yourselves. For those hesitant about taking up a CO spot in the future, I would ask you not to be. It is a game at the end of the day, and it could be an interesting experience for you. So, who are JG9 anyway? I will now ask Cap to read through their background on the sheet. Cap, could you read through the JG9 story, please?
The story of JG9, reformed, disbanded, and reformed again numerous times in the interwar years, JG9 finally found itself home of sorts during World War II. It still, however, ended up as a transfer wing, one of the unerwünschten Geschwader, assigned from Luftlotte to Luftlotte and Fliegerkorps to Fliegerkorps, as the need for reinforcements in certain theatres waxed and waned. Unlike most other Jagdgeschwaders, there was only 2 Staffel, and the structure was by necessity more informal. There was, some suspected, perhaps a deeper reason for all this irregularity, one that was not mentioned in any history book, one that may well have made JG9 just too unpalatable for many Luftwaffe generals to want to keep them on the books. This fighter wing, you see, was rumoured to be primarily formed up of pilots with, shall we say, questionable backgrounds, GR, and, to be blunt, simply terrible disciplinary records. There have been far too many alleged incidents involving their pilots that can be listed here, but examples range from such things as ignoring briefings or flight plans, all the way up to unjustified collateral damage offences, most of which were never fully investigated. In peacetime, none of its pilots would be let anywhere near any military aircraft. But, as the saying goes, needs must. With the Luftwaffe losing pilots faster than it could replace them, it was found that JG9, while felt by most senior officers to be unpleasant enough to wish to see disbanded immediately, was also somewhat frustratingly just good enough to get the job done, and in doing so, justify its existence. This is basically the story of my life, guys. Thus, this largely despised yet effective fighter wing got assigned to the most unpleasant tasks, and its unfortunate pilots found themselves sent to all the worst corners of the increasingly deadly Third Reich frontiers. The unorthodox, but still very proud members of the damned Jagdgeschwader 9 will fly on.
So here we are, episode 1, Flight of the Damned, part 1. Let me give you some historical context first of all. So we are at Stalingrad, and as you all know, it's one of the bloodiest battles in history, where in the space of 4 months, both the Third Reich and Soviet Union were going to each lose hundreds of thousands of men. Whole armies will disappear in what was a horrific meat grinder. So the background then. On 11th of November 1942, the German 6th Army reaches the Volga River. The complete capture of Stalingrad seems imminent. From the 19th to the 22nd of November, Russian forces counterattack. On the 22nd of November 1942, the Russian northern and southern forces meet at Kalachna-Donu and complete the encirclement of the German 6th Army. German High Command decide to commence an air resupply operation, the famous Stalingrad airlift. In the 69 days of the Stalingrad airlift, the Luftwaffe's operation to supply the surrounded German 6th Army at Stalingrad, the German Air Force lost 488 planes and 1,100 airmen, an average of 7 planes and 16 aircrew per day. For the surrounded and beleaguered 6th Army to conduct basic operations, they would need 500 tons of supplies daily. For them just to survive, they required 300. In the end, they received just a little over 100 tons a day. These unsustainable losses, and for such little gained, convinced even the misguided German leadership of the time that it was time to abandon the airlift operation. Which brings us to today and your orders. The adjutant assigned to you from Luftwaffe HQ, a sour-looking man by the name of Müller, gives you your briefing. The airlift operation is winding down. Most of the heavy transports, Heinkel's 111s, Ju-52s and Ju-88s, have been lost or are too damaged to fly and too vulnerable, being so slow. They would have no chance of getting through to Stalingrad with supplies, and even if they did, all the main airfields suitable of landing them have been captured by the Russians. The word from HQ is that the time has come to close down this operation. But Berlin asks that a final gesture towards 6th Army be made, and so a gesture will be made. You happen to be that gesture. Heeresgruppe Süd, Army Group South, has just been informed that 6th Army troops have recaptured an auxiliary airfield, Gumrak, that is just to the west of Stalingrad. And so you boys, Jagdgeschwader 9, Adler, the runt of the Luftwaffe litter, have naturally been selected, by me in this case, to be sent out. Though you hadn't seen Müller for some months by this point, you suddenly remembered how much you liked the man. The weather, he continues, is unusually benign for this place and time of year, which isn't saying much, and so the decision has been made to send you out to bring vital medical supplies in the ME-210s to the troops to help them hold out for the winter and a hoped-for breakout. Those supplies must make it through. Here are your orders, he says, handing you the documents. Lastly, for your information, the Luftwaffe has lost more than 400 aircraft already during this airlift operation. More than 100 of them, along with all the airmen, simply went missing and were never seen or heard of again. Headquarters might wish you good luck. Personally, I'm not expecting you to return. So today, mission is the 23rd of January 1943. A auxiliary airfield has just been opened to the west of Stalingrad, and so we're being sent to resupply the 6th Army. The mission will start at 10 a.m. The weather, as mentioned above, was unusually benign, which is not crap, basically. There is daylight. It is not snowing, although the temperatures are still minus degrees. Looking at the tasking, basically make it alive to Stalingrad. That's the basic premise of the mission. The red, blue, brown flights, your job will be to escort gelb or yellow flights and make sure they make it through to Stalingrad. Protect them from enemy air or even ground forces if necessary. Do not go chasing kills, stay close to them and just make sure they get through. Yellow flights, you are the transports. Your job is to make sure your supplies reach Gumrak Airfield. Do not engage in unnecessary fights with ground or air targets. Green, you are the close escort. So whatever happens, stay as close to yellow flight as possible and keep them safe from air or ground. There's a basic flight plan for everybody. So I'll just summarize. I won't read through everything. So in summary, departure, you'll be organized into staffels or squadrons, as I mentioned earlier. So first you should form up hold at the runway, take off in pairs according to the order that we'll see in a minute. Form up, circle at the runway at 1,000 meters or so, make sure everyone's ready, and then head south to the valley, stage 2. For about 30 miles southwest, you will see the entrance to the valley, which will be marked by smoke by our troops. You will need to go through this valley for roughly 30 miles southwest till you reach the end. At the end of the valley, you will need to climb to 12,000 feet ASL or 3,000 meters. You'll need to follow instructions carefully. The top of the mountains will be in clouds. You will have to go through the clouds to make it through to the other side of the valley, to the next valley. And the reason for doing this is to escape the overwhelming Soviet air cover. The Soviets have been gaining the upper hand in recent combat patrols, and they dominate the skies. So we'll need to stay low, and just for this purpose, go up high in the clouds to go to the next valley and stay low again. Stage 4, the second valley. So we'll be in a valley again, staying low, following the rivers south to reach a reservoir. At the reservoir, we'll see a dam, and we'll have to make sure everyone is there and safe to proceed to the next point, which will be Morzovsk airfield, a temporary airfield. This airfield will be important for anyone who needs to rearm, refuel, or even repair. However, it is a temporary airfield, and it has a limited number of repair, refuel stations. You will need to land or somehow arrive at next to one of these stations if you want to repair, refuel, or rearm. A failed landing, a crash landing, and there'll be no rescue. That'll be it. It'll be your choice. If you have the fuel and you have the ammo and you don't need to land, then you can circle or wait for everyone else. You'll have to decide in your flights. Then, once we are rearmed and refueled, we can continue on our journey to the Devil's Pass, a mountainous pass. And we will get directions from our troops on the ground. And once we are through the pass, we can reach the Volga River, and it's just an easy job of following this river east and then southeast to Stalingrad. And then we can all arrive as heroes at Gumrak Airfield and enjoy our schnapps. And that's the basic flight plan. And just some things to keep in mind for everybody. There's no F10 map. So pretty much, as you know, could be considered historically, there's a risk of getting lost. So it's even more important for everyone to follow the instructions and the basic flight plan. Also, stick together. You won't be able to see where your buddies are on the F10 map. So into visual range, please. Stay with your groups, as I mentioned. There's a hard ceiling of 2,000 meters throughout the mission. Going above that will pretty much alert any Soviet patrols to our presence, and we'll be hunted down like dogs. So be careful.
That's feet.
2,000 meters. So 6,500 feet roughly. Just to know, if you end up next to somebody, who they are, you can look at the tail numbers, and that'll be your indicator as to what flight or squadron they belong to. Tail numbers 1256 will be Squadron 1, and 3478 will be Squadron 2. Just a word that we are in a war zone. The front line is moving back and forth. You may encounter enemies pretty much anywhere. And if you go through an area and you feel safe, it doesn't mean it'll always be safe. So just keep your eyes peeled. It's cold, so just turn on everything that can be warm it up. So again, the priority are the fast transports. Your job is to make sure they get through to Stalingrad at all costs. One transport making it through to Stalingrad will be considered a success from each flight. Look out for radio messages. You'll receive regular instructions through the radio messaging, so keep an eye out for that. As I mentioned, ground troops will support navigation with smoke markers. Just some words of caution. If you fly off by yourself or get lost, you will likely be pounced on by enemy cap and die. If you mismanage your engine, run out of fuel, mess up your landing at Morzovsk, then you will likely die. Your main enemy will be LA-7s and a smaller number of Yak-9s, airframes similar to some US designs you might be familiar with. Just a word of advice, if you are chased by enemy fighters that you can't shake off, just consider flying over a friendly airbase, either your starting airbase or Morzovsk. There will be flak defenses there for you to take advantage of if you need to. Especially the transports, if you end up engaged or by accident, you end up face first against enemy cap, turn around, call in your friends, just stay alive. And that's kind of the gist of it, really, is just to stay alive, make it through to Stalingrad. Sounds fun, doesn't it?
Stabschwarm Rot, red, Messerschmitt. Cover, Stoke Cap High. Schwarm Blau, Dora. Wakabu Harath, Jigsaw. Schwarm Braun, HE100. Rhino Blight. Schwarm Grün, 190A5, red. Schwarm Gelb, ME210, Matrix Sock. Staffel 2, Rot. Bypass. Blau, Push. Braun, Spaceship Schrack. Gelb, 210. Lucky, Skill, Tuxel. I noticed in the brief that you're senior ranked than me, which I'm not really happy with. I wanted to be the Air Marshal.
I did not plan to live for very long, so you'll have your shot.
That's how I live my life. Gun test. Shit. Gun test again. Oof!
And Staffel 1 form up on the runway by flight.
That's pretty, boys. Oh, it's so pretty. Right, I think that means for this taxi. Let's go, boys. And immediately I smash my prop on the ground, and that's mission over for me. Welcome to Supercaps Live, valued viewers. It's just one big embarrassment.
German skins on those B-51s.
So this is Staffel 2 on the runway, is that right? Valued viewers, can you find out what runway in German is?
In case it's Didoras, then I would say yes.
Cover, where are you? I'm lost as F. Are you at the front there?
I'm right on your wing right now.
I'm moving to the cabs, moving to the front. Come on, high.
Right, I'm gonna be your wingman here, so I'll be right back.
Wish we smacked this Mustang. Mustang with German markings, so wrong. So many upset Americans. Damn, it looks good though.
Does look good.
So many of these will crash on takeoff in real life, guys. Such a nasty plane to take off. As we're about to find out. Such a shame, such a beautiful plane.
So, Staffel 1 blue lining up behind the Messerschmitts, please.
Staffel 1 Flug Rot in Platz. I think that means we're in place, but I may have said something else, guys.
Staffel 2 check in when in position to take.
The danger with landing these is actually the undercarriage. Just like the Spitfire, the undercarriage is so badly designed. You have to balance this thing on a friggin' doing it. So many young pilots crashed it, and you can't blame them. Very hard thing to do. Oh, guys, I'm booking now. I'm feeling better again. I'm booking in a Yak 52, real life, and I get to fly it and do loops and stuff if it's powerful enough to do loops, which I'm sure it will be. Ik bin ein Yak 52. Man, that P-51 looked good. I actually looked at it and actually didn't realise what it was for a moment. I was like, have we got a new plane?
Alright, ready?
Right, let's go sequentially in the flight, please. Cover.
Staffel 1 check in by flight.
2. Red 2. Shit, have I set everything up right?
Red 5.
Right. Governor on. Check.
Red 6.
That on.
Blue 1.
That on.
Blue 2. Staffel 1 is on the roll. And Staffel 1 is brown 1.
Jigsaw, is the governor switchman to be back? 2 rolling, 2 red, 2.
Ground, no idea.
Concentrate. 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 There's too much power, there's too much power! Oh my... Brown pants, brown pants, brown pants! Ah! That's why everyone died in this. Fuck it. Full power. Oh my god.
Staffel 1 orbit to the left, rejoin. What's that?
Red 2 almost crashed there. And I'm sweating. This is a friggin' manly plane, Valley viewers. This will kill you in a million ways. I don't even mean shooting at you. Either that was a crosswind or I'm getting really crap at taking off. Either could be true, to be honest.
Crosswind here.
It was hard stop, yeah, a lot of rudder there, hard takeoff.
Lead say speed. Don't make me put the methanol in, I'll friggin' do it.
Already, can you red 2?
Say again, Red 1.
Ich bin Rot 2.
Blue 2 and Blue 3 telling on Blue 1.
Man, this is a great use of this video game. Simulator.
Blue 1, Blue 5.
I love the engine in this, guys. Finding an original 109 with an original engine in it, I've never seen one in real life. But it's such a cool engine. Anyone remember which axis this has trim on? Because I've forgotten.
Only elevator, Cap, only elevator.
Oh, god dang it. This is late war as well.
Yeah, it's the big bicycle wheel on the left only, and the black wheel.
Might be the reason why it's cheap, mate.
Staffel 1 next orbit, rollout heading will be 160.
Yeah, Rot 1.
Stay at 1,000 meters.
Valued viewers, I'm all excited. Get ready for some sexy Jagdgeschwader 9 formation flying. That all crashing into each other. Either is fine. Man, this is so much harder than IL-2. So much harder. Also kind of rewarding.
Blues, keep an eye on your temperatures.
Kind of rewarding, valued viewers. All things you do in life should be hard, and you should make them hard if they're not hard, valued viewers. That's how Supercat lives his life. Although, I may very well be wrong.
1 rolling out.
Engage autopilot. Which is a brick on a bloody piece of string.
Man, this is so cool. Love it.
Are you with me, Hi? I don't see you.
Right on your right wing, Cap.
Oh, I didn't know you were there. Alright. I'm going to be a bit wiggly. Suck it up. Oh, things are happening. Things are happening. Must stop reading stream. Must stop reading stream.
Go back, fuel tunnel.
Must concentrate on game. Sorry, Sin. Right, how big is the prop on the 109? No, Pritchard, that's a Bouchon. They're Bouchons, they're not 109s.
I'm just panicking.
Spanish version.
Staffels, Staffels. It's gonna be a long flight through some terrain.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of Bouchons in my time. It's not really a real 109 though, not a real one. Streamers, have Bouchons got Merlins in them? I've forgotten.
Red One, do you see the scout message about LA-70 at 918 nautical miles to the east?
Yep. Staffel 1, let's go low.
2.
We're looking for green smoke. If somebody sees it, point it out.
I can see it, 11 o'clock.
Tally, Staffel 1, left turn for the smoke.
Charlie, green smoke ready, kindly red 6. I've got a visual on 2 green smokes.
In case anyone cares,
So 12 o'clock.
my favourite 109 was the
Yes, that's our gate.
My favourite 109 was the
Do we have the transports with us? I'm only seeing one of the P-51.
was a G6 late. It's a real beast.
I'm literally circling just after the valley, between the valley and the green smoke.
Staffel 1 Fuhrer, what are those green smokes?
It's ground floor.
Roger.
In the passage into the hill.
It's like a waypoint for you, Kip.
Okay. Such a nice plane to fly when you get her settled.
Man, I love the 109. It's my favorite warbird. Black Sailor on trend is tiring, but other than that, it's not bad at all.
Don't know if any of you are coming, guys, but we've got a flight with Wedge Red Squadron coming up 2 weeks' time. Spitfire formations, so this is good practice. All welcome, by the way. As I can see, I'm going to need a bit more practice about each humanoids.
Jackson from cover, taking on. Yep, tally on you.
I swear that's cover, not me, or is it me? I think it's cover. I'm just adapting to his shake.
Jackson from cover, what's your location?
Over the upward, circling left end.
Now, I'm lucky to have flown a couple of warbirds now, buddy viewers, or
I'm circling
T6.
just after the valley, so you should catch up to me.
So I have a titchy-witchy bit of flight experience now, and it's so much easier in real life. It's so much easier in real life to know when you're changing in elevation. You can feel it, you feel everything in your pants. Where in these sims, you've got none of that feel.
Keep the fan lights on, even though it drives the fighters to us. We gotta get there, that's more important.
So it's all visual. It makes it very, very difficult in the sim. I wish one day they could hook the flight sim up to your frontal cortex or whatever, and
Turn left to these little hills and open this.
no, you could put it into your inner ear, couldn't you?
I'm slow at the entrance.
If you could connect the game to your inner ear, it would tell your brain whether you're going up or down, wouldn't it? That would be friggin' awesome. In fact, I may have to patent that. Then you could fly it proper. Because you feel everything. Uh-oh! Das ist Wagner! Wagner spielt! Shit. What was that, cover?
Apparently we're on the right way. So now we're a little bit, about 60 degrees, and we're out of the valley, and we're going low, go trail. Going trail.
Red 2 trail. World War II mix of Star Wars rocks. That is all. Oh, careful. Oh. Easy now. 130mm shell would take that plane down, Valley viewers. Rip it in half.
I'm about to pass the antenna on my right hand, so just to give an idea where I am. Staffel 2 is under the valley. We have, or Staffel 1 rather. Our Mozzie was bounced by enemy cap. He's damaged.
Copy that, Staffel 1. Staffel 2 still ready for departure.
LA7s. I hate LA7s.
I'll get real low in the valley.
LA7s like the World War II
I
bomb.
caution that message about LA7s. Okay, well, I'm about to pass the antenna on my 3 o'clock now. Yeah, we got word that yellow 1 is down.
Ready? What 2?
Sandwich, he's returning. We're pressed. I think there's an Anton in front of me. That's possible. I've tell you on the green smoke. Roger.
The viewers have got a nose itch. I'm gonna have to address this problem. There we go. Real pilots have to deal with nose itches.
Headed course, lead group, the left or the right one? It was a right turn into the valley there, about a heading 220. Roger.
Take a sip of tea. Oh, sips of tea are so dangerous in World War II. Woohoo!
Jackson from the cab, can you walk your link?
Supergap would not have been a very good World War II pilot.
And Staffel 2, Staffel 1.
Nerves of steel required.
Go ahead, Staffels.
Patience and endurance required.
One of our Heinkels has been damaged, forced to return by enemy cab. He's gonna attempt to take another plane and then rejoin on your flight.
Flying, passing us on our 11 o'clock into the other directions, now turning right circle. Polygon, say hello. Yeah, some head-on pairs here for someone. That's P-47 engaged.
Do what you can to bypass them if you can. Our mission is not to shoot them down.
Roger, so continue, we are faster.
If they're chasing you, then I'll have to shuffle too, and they've got most of the transport.
Guys, LA7 just passed the volume cap.
With us?
Yes, sir. He's 3 o'clock here, drop behind us.
What we do, cover?
Just stay low, keep running and losing the clouds.
LA7 will catch us up. It's a friggin' mincemeat of a plane. Shit, where is it? I'm gonna hide at the front, valley viewers. Safest place in the World War II formation, front or middle. Worst place, rear. LA7 will pick your face off.
He got into the cloud 6 o'clock. I don't think he sees us. He was heading the other way.
Roger, do your best. Keep an eye on him high.
Roger, he just got into...
Where are you going, cover? Where are you going? Zero joy. Zero freaking joy. Watch me smash into a friggin' wire or tree now.
Our yellow flight is down.
The whole flight? Just let you fighting. I'm off the okay, stop the run, head to the Rosovsk airfield, hold there. We'll try and meet you as soon as we can.
Yep, we're almost to the jump. What's the heading, guys?
Yeah, try and keep as many of the boys alive as you can. Not easy.
No. Guys, what's the heading?
Roger, cover, that guy there, viewers.
Heading is roughly 220 now, we're almost to the jump.
He's actually a professional simulator pilot, believe it or not.
You guys are ready?
As in, that's his job. So technically it's my job as well, but I'm not very professional.
We're hoping that mountain range in front of us is the jump. But I don't have a lot of reference here, our orders were not very clear.
You're still in the valley then?
Yeah,
No,
I think we're
good job.
approaching the jump in about 3-4 miles.
Copy. My cover is going for the smokestack. Green one. Copy.
Yes,
Turning into the relay now. So
that's right. For an airline company to train their pilots in the simulator. So that's what he does. He operates the simulator and trains the guys on the simulator. It's quite a cool job. Good work if you can get it. Shall I tell you how I found that out, guys? Because Damp and Damp's girlfriend went to visit Cover at work. They live in the same state.
So right turn up here at the fork.
And they sent me the video of them in the 737 simulator. Like the proper professional one.
Matrix.
With Cover. And they were pushing all the buttons and doing like Grim Reaper stuff, but I wasn't allowed to share it publicly. It was funny. And they ended up catching fire in the 737. Proper Grim Reapers, yo. Das war lustig. Ha 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 ha. But viewers, real World War II pilots had to, well, like any pilot really, had to keep their armour 6 all the time.
Roger.
Because those bandits would be there.
Try to catch me.
There was no radar warning receivers back here, guys. Well, actually, there was.
2-1, we're beginning the jump.
The Mustang had one, kind of.
Okay, roger that, guys. Play it up over the clouds if you have to. Just stay alive.
Alright, Staffel 2, slow climb, left turn, heading 220. We're on 12,000, so 3,000 metric.
Staffel 1 means engage with bandits at the mouth of the valley.
Don't stall us here, Cover. That's a real thing. Don't stall us, Cover. This is not an F-16.
Power up just a little bit there.
But if you're stalling in canyons is a real thing. For even moderately powered planes like A-10s have crashed in real life due to just going in canyons like this and not having the power to get out.
Once we're over this hill, we're gonna set the clock for 20 seconds.
Same thing could easily happen to a warbird. Worries me a lot. You getting too slow, cover?
No, we're okay. We're okay.
I can't see anything. Where's the mountain? I'm gonna lose SI. I'm gonna lose SA. Don't lose SA. Whatever happens.
20-second time hack.
I don't know where the mountains are. I don't know where anything is. I don't know which way up is. Give me Licht. One of the many reasons I shouldn't be a real pilot. There we go. Woo.
That was a little scary.
Yep. I thought we were going to die there, guys.
We're going to do a slow descent, blind, open kind of valley. Nose down. Only going about 500 feet per minute down.
Shit. Don't you lose it in the soup.
Trying, this HSI is annoying.
It is, isn't it? It doesn't really tell you anything.
Check intercom.
No idea where we're going. Up, down, left, right.
I've lost visual with everyone flying.
Shit, the amount of people that... Oh, no, 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 no. Fucking hell.
210220.
The amount of people that have died in conditions like this, valid viewers. Even in modernity.
I see. I've got visual on somebody. That's right. I think we found our valley, boys.
Jesus, that was horrible.
Holy shit, that was stressful.
I've had
Oh my god, that was awesome.
I've had a tiny bit of IFR flying in the T6 that we went up in, as in a few seconds, and it is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I've just gone a little fast.
All of your senses just get lost, and your heart just goes like the freaking clappers,
Holy shit, we found.
and your ear goes weird.
Visual on the rest of them. Staffel 2, Staffel 1, we've made the jump. We are now entering the second valley.
Shit.
Well done, guys. Okay, good luck heading south.
Yeah, and unless you're properly trained,
Just in case you can, outrun him and follow me.
unless you're properly trained, flying instruments is so unnatural. You almost don't believe them.
Copy that, follow me please. Good job, Nakamo.
Wagner's playing, Wagner's playing. Well, it's going alright so far, Value Humanoids. I'm not dead yet.
Car 5 has telly on.
Not for lack of trying.
Roger.
Sorry for talking a lot, valued viewers. I talk a lot when I'm nervous, if you haven't noticed. Which you probably have.
Car 5, let me know when your information. About a kilometer behind.
I can't really look back long enough, so I'm not sure.
Ready, set, you've got.
Ma'am,
Where's your heading now? 220 we're in Second Valley. We're waiting for a dam next.
quick sip of tea. Lovely British tea, valued viewers. Best in the world. Best der Welt.
There's another monster aircraft engaging you.
Oh, no F3s.
Can you see when passing that?
No F3s. Suck it up.
Say again, Blue 5. Blue 5 has telly on enemy passing with us. Yeah, just go fast and pass them, please.
Dora outruns everything. Literally.
Yes.
2,000 plus horsepower in that Dora.
So Cap, you said you had some issues just passing the ridgeline of the mountains?
Yeah, it's very scary and very dangerous.
Roger, Macabus will speed up as much as you can.
You will phase Cap, but we were fine.
Well, they've got a shitty wing loading, so they've got to be super careful.
Another monster aircraft, Blue 5. Roger that. Actually, we're 500 kmh. We should be good to clear. So end of the rally, turn left. Just follow me.
Holy shit, is that the reservoir up ahead? Did we find it?
We're so friggin' cool. Red team, best team?
I thought I was gonna get you guys killed a long time ago.
So do we, cover.
Guys, it is so beautiful, man. What a big picture.
Now is not the time, high.
We did receive intel that there's enemy AAA that's laid out on the bridge, so keep your eyes peeled.
Kein
Straight
Kameraapparat.
if you can, but don't try to engage.
Fotoapparat.
So Blue 5, what we're gonna do is turn left next crossing, then try to climb as much as possible, go on the ridgeline and dive back into the next valley to the right.
Stop 2, stop 1, we've made it to the dam, or to the reservoir, proceeding to the dam, and then we're off.
Okay. Brand 1 is lost the flight, but I'm at the reservoir, should be able to find the dam. I've got a visual on you now.
Good man, welcome back.
Watch the dam, it's supposedly a AAA emplacement.
Is this the Caucasus Dam?
A bit to let you catch up.
Shop 1, be advised, I see enemy boats in the water.
I don't even know what map we're on.
Go fast, do not engage.
I assume this is Caucasus. Didn't even load. Didn't even say, oh shit! No. No.
Blue 5, you can see the ridgeline on the left hand side.
Don't get shot!
To the south, be careful.
Inject that methanol! Inject the... Lead!
One down.
Hi, you're in charge. I'm behind you. Shit!
I am, Cap, I'm behind you, man. Alright, let's go.
Alright, slow it down, get control. Fucking hell.
You're up, right? I'm behind you, Cap.
Yeah, me and Rhino are behind you. We're following you. So I hope you listened to the briefing, because I fucking didn't.
Who's breaking car right?
So okay, we have to go to the right side, just make sure do not crash into the mountains.
I'm down over the river right now. Heading 210. Visual.
Nein!
Cover get hit by AAA.
Die Führer ist tot! Rhino, back it off. and get with High?
I'm trailing you from quite some distance.
Oh, shit, I don't know who this is then.
Probably Blight if it's a Mustang.
No, that's a 109.
Can't flare out.
Oh, you're in a... Oh, I thought you were in Staffel 2. Fuck it, whatever, man.
Careful, stay high.
Valued viewers, does anyone know what we're meant to be doing at this point?
To get to the airfield, correct?
120 for 30 nautical, I think it was.
Krankenwagen.
But if we get to the coast, we should be able to spot the airfield easily enough.
Yeah, we're at the coast.
To that little triangular airfield north of Batumi.
Guys, what map is this? If I know what map this is, I can... Is it Caucasus?
Caucasus.
Right. So we can start thinking about where stuff is.
I think it's that little airfield north of Batumi.
Yeah, with a small temporary one.
From the dam, I'm still headed 200. I'm headed towards the water. We can navigate from there following the coast.
Well, I'm rear guard now, valued viewers. You got to help me keep an eye behind us.
Don't you?
Those LA7s will sneak up on us.
You don't right here.
I've got his nav light on. Flare, breathe, flare out.
Man, those engines sound sexy. Guys, how do we check our fuel? I.e., where's our fuel gauge? Stand by, up on it.
Right, the yellow
5, 11 o'clock.
gauge, that we still have full internal fuel. We're still working with the drop tank. We have a lot of fuel.
Wow, props are so much friggin' better than jets for fuel consumption. Friggin' unreal.
Oh yeah. We got at least with the drop tank and the internal tank here with the 109, we have like 2 hours, so we're good.
Nice. Right, High, you crazy Mexican bee-start. Take us to freedom. I have no idea when the boom boom arrives. We were supposed, because we're Milsim yet, we're supposed to be avoiding the boom boom.
For like the Caucasus name of the earth, are we going for Udaura? What is it?
Anyone?
I don't think it has a name.
The valid viewers are complaining there's no boom boom. That's the idea of this mission. I think we're supposed to be avoiding fighters.
I don't need the name of the airfield, but the Russian name of the airfield.
Which one's it close to?
It's just north of Batumi.
North of Batumi. Roger, looking. Let's continue towards the coast, guys. I'm continuing slightly southwest here.
Agree.
North of Batumi, Kuboleri, it's gonna be easy. Let's go, yeah, we're gonna follow the coast.
Did anyone of Staffel 1 made it passing the dam without being shut down?
Yeah, Red, Staffel 1, Red is still going.
Roger that. Staffel 1 Blue is coming. Be aware there's enemy anti-aircraft artillery in boats on the reservoir.
Sweet. Oh no, we're past that already.
Roger. Thank you.
That's the Staffel 2 problem now.
Right here just to get where, yeah, I got the coast overflow, guys. We're good.
I'm going to move out from the back. The back is where you die. I'm getting out. Methanol, go. 2,000 horsepower. Suck it to me, baby. Cover is cover. Cover lives by different rules.
Roger, Blue 5.
Well, I'm guessing we're still at the front, humanoids.
Blue 5, be advised, we're gonna cross the dam with AAA. So make sure you wait and just dive after the dam.
Wow, we're so far ahead of them. It's crazy.
Alright, guys, turn.
By the way, we can drop our tanks, it's empty.
Turning 08. They're telling us it's 08 for 30.
Roger, roger. Guys, can anyone plot us with your minds where we are on Caucasus? I've lost track of where we actually kind of are geographically. I'm pretty sure the base is now to sea high. Not that I know anything, but... Hi, where are we going to sea?
seems to be a confusion within the guys on where we're supposed to go, so I'm checking left here. Let's follow the coast towards the east here.
I think you're talking to me.
You have to hit 30 miles to get up here.
Someone else is dead.
Say again for high bypass, sorry, I'm not hearing the
Okay, make sure that you kind of go low and right the AAA again. So we are reaching the...
Go ahead, Black.
Shortly.
Another guy's doing
I
another
think
bit.
you're talking to me. I'm heading back towards the radio.
Flight 2, this is Flight 1.
Sorry, we're right talking at the same time, I cannot hear the bearing for...
Flight 1.
For red,
Flight
for red flag.
Red flight 090, 30 miles.
090 for 30. Alright.
Stay fast. Cover, space check.
I'm dead.
This flight, we've been jumped by 5 times P-47s. We have heavy losses.
Jesus Christ.
We're currently RTBing with Shrek to repair rearm here.
We're supposed to be 30 miles away, guys. This bearing 090.
05, start speed up here a bit to just quickly pass it up. Full throttle without war emergency power.
Red flight, you have a single P-47 heading towards you.
We'll rip into pieces.
Careful.
Safe position for red flag.
My boys are gagging for a fight.
Staffel 1 blue, tally on lake.
Not gagging. What's the other word? Pritchard gags. We do something else.
541, change tanks at Milsim.
Yep, drop tanks. Hi, as we've done most of our travelling, I think we should get rid of the drop tank in case we get bounced.
That's right, Cap, let's do that. One of the knobs down there.
Red flight, you have enemy fighters in your area.
I can't find it.
Hi, do you copy that?
Shit, I've lost high.
All your enemy fighters in area, correct?
I've lost high. Hi, I've lost visual on you. Scratch the fuel tank.
My lights on, I'm heading 090.
He's below you, Cap.
Roger. Tally.
Looking for the enemy fighters right off the tanks.
Does anyone know where the tank drop knob is? I can't find it and I can't go head down to search.
I think it's called a Wumpler, something like that, the red lever.
It's the brown thing on the bottom left, I think it's that one.
Most bottom left one.
Hold on.
Staffel 1 blue is being shredded by
I tank it out, now we're on internal fuel,
Yeah.
let's push a little bit the power here.
Fucking Mustangs just appeared from nowhere.
2500 RPM.
and evaded.
Give me about 550 miles per hour. 550 kph.
Ooh, drag free, baby.
We're heading at roughly 120.
No, I've still got my tank. I've still got my freaking tank. What the hell is that? Why is it so hard?
One blue flight, you have a number of enemy
Oh,
fighters
shit!
in front of you.
Fuck
That is
me
a
sideways. That was a bit loud. Neighbours may be a bit worried now.
Let's stay low. You guys see my lights?
Yeah.
This mission's fucking terrifying. I want to go home.
Roger. Keep pushing, 090.
Can't we play a nicer game?
Flight head 5050, 50 miles from home base. Red flight head 075.
I don't know what the first lever was, Ron. I've done something.
075.
I did something.
Stay far.
Uh-oh. I've turned my radiator off.
Let's check 20 degrees.
I've turned my radiator off.
75 for 25. We're going.
Uh-oh. You should ideally never turn your radiator off. Engine. Heating up. Oh, God, I hate everything. How could there be two brown knobs?
Hold on for 25 miles, boys.
Why would they see it fit to get... Oh, I know what I can do to balance the heat out. Ha ha ha! Super Cap, always the smartest thinker in the room.
Super Cap, in case we will the jump jet, just continue and try to land as quick as possible and make sure that it's heavy crosswind.
Guys, I've lost them. Where are they? Hi, what's your heading? Buck.
070 now. They turned off. I'm gonna climb a little bit. You can see my lights.
Oh, yeah, thank you. It's crossed.
I'm gonna pop a red flare here.
Tally orange smoke, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, red flight tower.
Roger.
I want to have that.
Smoke.
I want to have that breeze in my face, fellow viewers.
Follow the red flare.
I have that 300 knot breeze in my face. Makes you feel alive, doesn't it? Like you're a dog in a car.
Why not push home?
I don't care about cold ears,
Land,
Pritchard.
we got a bit.
More Wagner.
Just music is good. No, music is means we're doing good.
Blue 1 for Blue 5, the airport for Rihanna refueling should be behind the ridgeline in front of us.
Roger, you guys, I don't think we need any refueling or risking landing or whatever. What do you guys think? We should loiter, no? We have full guns, full internal fuel.
You got it. I'm in no way doubting our ability, but I agree.
What's the status of the other flights? Is anyone else going to be coming?
Blue 1 and Blue 5 is still up, so us.
Do we know the status of the other Staffel?
Oh, the engine's getting hot. The engine's getting hot.
Do we have any mozzies still up?
We're overheating. We're overheating.
I think the other Staffel is dead.
Wait, how do we turn it back on?
More mosquitoes all dead. We have some fighters left.
The whole mission's to escort the mosquitoes though, right?
We've gone past the danger point.
Heads up, any fires over the airfield? Don't got visual yet.
Come on, guys. How do you turn the friggin' radiators back on? Radiator mode. Right radiator cut. I found right radiator cut off. I've got one radiator.
I'm telling you, yellow snow or not.
I've got one radiator. God saw fit to give me 2 valued viewers.
Light, are you on comms?
Yeah, I'm on call.
Head 060, 30 miles from home plate.
Oh, you can push it back in.
Copy 060.
I didn't know you could push it back in. Red, you devil, I owe you a beer. Temperature getting lower. Temperature getting lower. We're back in limits. Oh, you sexy stream.
We're gonna go for ingress directly, not engage the Honda aircraft.
And that's effing teamwork.
But it says intercept.
Name that song.
Yeah, I don't care. Just go on and let.
Plus 100 social credit from China. Got it, Retro.
Red flag, that's AAA on the smoke. The orange smoke, we're there. Double one is there.
I think the Staffel 1 red reached past stop already.
Telly Bandit, like half 11, pretty much on our nose, tracking left to right. Just above, just below the clouds.
Roger, Taliban, did some breaking left, power on, climbing. Are we gonna engage those guys or what?
109, you're getting hit by ground fire. Go evasive. Jesus Christ, man, wake up.
That's friendly ground fire.
Understood. Yeah, we'll follow you, hi.
That's our base, so that's follow the tracers up to the bandit.
Yeah, that's our base. The tracers are the enemy. We're allowed to climb here and engage, right?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, ceiling is removed. Do what you want, guys.
Or we might gonna have some fun, guys. We might engage these bandits over here. Check their fixes and engage. Switch master arm on.
Staffel 1 red, be advised there's a 2-ship of Doras ingressing for the airport as well, coming from west.
I think I found a new hobby. Super Cap face blasting.
Looking
Cap's under fire. Cap's under fire. Engaging at P-47.
Roger.
We're over the airfield. Our airfield. Okay, valued viewers. I got a lot of built-up spunk. Let's eject it in this guy's face.
Remember, P-51s are friendly. P-51s are friendly. Only 47. I'm on one.
Oh fuck! You bastard! No! All that way!
We have to engage.
All that way! Whoa!
Crash.
Eyes on one of the 47s.
Get him high, smash his face in. Use a 30mm cannon, use the 30mm cannon of death.
Good hit. Powering on. Prepare for the 30 Mike.
Oh, nice, he took your thunder. He took your thunder high.
One is down at airport.
Jesus, a big chunk of his face just fell off. Well done.
47 high.
Well done.
Okay, you need to taxi for some.
Ik ben een German chug.
Not refuel.
Here comes a nightmare.
You guys see any more bandits? I'm right over the orange smoke. I don't see anything.
Back at 6 o'clock. Right, this is stop.
Hi, he's coming for you, hi. Must not cheat, Milsim, must not cheat. Milsim.
Oh, the tracers, follow the tracers.
Come on guys, shoot the baddie waddy. Yeah.
Okay, tally on bomber looks like. I'm moving on to the 6.
Another P-47 there, everybody's on him. He's headed north, everybody's on him.
Yeah, 30 mil clunk clunk, look at what it did to him. Look what it did to him.
There you go, good kill. He's smoking bad.
The Russians are not happy. Oof. Well done, boys. That's my boys.
Check your temperatures, boys. Check your fuel.
Guys, it's not cheating to say you still have hostiles all around you. Be careful.
Cap, you still over the orange smoke over the field?
Cap got shot. Cap got shot. The man that killed me is coming in for you.
Roger, roughly bearing from the airfield high still up.
Hi, officer. Taliban is high.
Taliban, this tracers climbing.
Woo! Merge, baby. Merge, not out of the verge.
I'm going for the high one.
Shoot that Russian's head. What a freaking cool fight. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
One is clear, the one is taken up.
Come on, come on, concentrate, young man. Nice, nice. Yes! Die,
I'm on the
LA-7!
high P-47 climbing. I'm passing 2K.
Man, those are tough. Come on, boyo, get him.
Stones goes 47 smoking.
Well done.
We drove high, engaged at 2K over the airfield with a P-47.
Stones Winchester.
Oh, God damn it. Leave him, he'll crash, he'll crash.
I'm about to fire here. I'm about to fire.
Being up to big tilt over the airfield.
Alright, get nice and close. You've got the legs on him, just get close and be patient.
Roger.
When you're close, get that 30 mic, Mikey. There you go. You smoke him.
Yeah, I hit him with a 30 mic. I'm on him, I'm on his 6, I'm good. We're diving down, spiral.
Watch out for compressibility of the dive.
Roger.
Great fight. What a great fight. This guy's a pretty good pilot, actually.
He does not want to climb with a 109.
Look how composed High is. You can tell he plays IL-2. Good jink. Got to be patient. In warbird, you've got to be patient. Wait for your time. Oh my god. Boys are here. Rest of the boys are here. That is one dead freaking jug. Look at that Mustang take the lead. Very fast plane, the Mustang. Very fast. Oh! Possible pilot snipe.
One is off.
Stove landed.
Even the friggin'... Look at that friggin' 190 Muller him!
Sorry, hi.
He's a wreck of an LA7. A wreck. He's dead, guys. He's dead. You've killed the pilot. Only so much damage they can take, valued humans. What a brilliant match. He's dead.
I hit him with 100 rounds at least.
Hi, well, someone's gonna get an assist, there's a job.
That's the one that got away. He won't get very far, valued viewers, trust me. He won't get very far. His oil's coming out.
I would say circling around the airfield and wait for get airborne again.
Ryan is okay for ammo and fuel, so I'll stay up. Defend the airfield while you rearm if you like.
Bypass, hi.
There's explosions near the airfield. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
I would say it's triple A, so it's a hostile aircraft close by.
It was a plane that was running away. Died.
Yeah, it's a war zone. There's a war going on, that's all.
Probably artillery, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, there's a couple of guys that have landed. Makabu and someone else.
Stove.
Well done, boys. Get airborne ASAP to take over from the other guys that are waning.
Recovers taking
You guys, I'm on High's on a left-hand circuit around the airfield. You guys want me to go down and rearm, or what's the next step?
Yeah, we've got fresh fighters coming up now, so go down and rearm.
Roger.
Fresh door in play.
I'm rearmed to refueled and up here, so Nakaru is joining me in a minute, so we're good.
Nice work.
Well, it looks like you guys are using the west runway, correct?
Yeah.
West runway, I mean, here comes the break.
Special holding short south.
Did any of the mosquitoes make it, or whatever they're meant to be?
Native.
Mosquito, not best plane.
Cap, you're right, that AI did just die.
Get some, baby. I saw his oil coming out, and I knew that engine would seize.
05 Blue 1 is in trail about half a mile and coming information. Live out here, Blue 5, there's no need to climb.
Are there any survivors of Staffel 2?
Staffel 2 worst Staffel. Staffel 1 best Staffel.
Affirmative, there are 3 survivors making their way to this airfield.
Stand corrected.
High's on final runway west here.
Right on final also.
Just took it down, baby, and then use those wheel brakes. 3-pointer. Give us a 3-pointer high. Go on. Oh, he's a 2-point hero. brave, but stupid.
Once
you're on your field, you can head out to Stalingrad if you want, guys.
It's going to run out of airfield. It's going to run out of airfield.
Ryan's going round on too fast.
Yeah, once you're on your field, you can head 120 to Stalingrad.
Freaking high, what a hero.
Down, high's good.
Nice 2-pointer high, I couldn't do that.
Man, this used to be my taxi when I played IL-2 back in like the 2000s when I was like 18 years old. I only flew the 109.
Refresh 109s are up and patrolling.
Okay, runway's clear, high is rearming, refueling.
Should we just continue or wait for the other ones to get airborne and go in one group?
I recommend you stay together if possible.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Bypass, how much longer of the mission?
You still have about 50, 60 miles to Stalingrad.
This is my last day before I go. I almost certainly can't stay, FYI. I would suggest ending it here.
Okay. Yeah.
And then putting in an extra mission.
Sorry guys, if I landed bypass, should I just stay? Is mission over? No, we're calling this mission over for now.
Roger.
So Mikhail, that means it's gonna go down and out.
To be continued.
Yeah, to be continued, guys.
That's right.
We'll add an extra one in. You boys come and land.
Roger that. Do one and
Also,
do
I'm alright.
going flat.
Sorry, valid views, but I've got
Guys, we're already
to...
down, so I'm gonna...
Turning downwind.
Valid viewers, this weekend coming up, we're going to Bournemouth, and we've got the second GR public meet of the year. We do public meets because that's the kind of people we are. We like to serve the community, and you are all welcome to come and meet us and have fun with us.
Round 1 clear, runway.
These Germans are so efficient. Oh, they're landing heavy 109s, heavy 190s. That is something I would not want to do. Difficult thing to land at the best of times, let alone heavy. Look at that crosswind. Look at that crab he had to put on. Shit, 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 shit! I told you, it's so hard when they're heavy! They're still good, they're still good! Ow!
Historic accident.
We'll cut that out.
Start to set.
Eagle 1 come in.
God's sake, guys, drop your drop tanks before you try and land. You're lugging around half a ton of fuel. Look at that. That is aerodynamic braking.
I'm gonna park right by the tower here.
That's the Gimli glider, valid viewers. Straighten out, though. This thing is hard to straighten out.
Go 1 down.
Is that everyone down? What about Staffel 2? Where's Staffel 2? Is that everyone down, Game Master? Game Master, speak. I know you can hear me. Alright, guys. He's not responding, so I'm guessing that's it. Well done. Really, really good flying there, guys.
Man, this is one of the missions that I most enjoyed already. Thank you. It was awesome flying, everybody.
Warbird, Milsim, best sim, yo. Alright, guys, I'll see you in debrief for sexy time. And welcome back to debrief. That was pretty cool. We had to kind of cut the mission short because we've got real life time restrictions, but don't worry, we won't miss anything out. I'm going to leave it in your hands to somehow debrief this bypass. Send. Do whatever you need to do.
Okay, well, the first part seemed to go well. Both squadrons took off more or less, headed out to the valley. Now, the altitude restrictions were not followed, and that alerted a mass number of Soviet Air Force. And that seemed to be the main hurdle for a lot of people, and we started to get shot down. Staffel 1, the first squadron, reached the middle airfield, were jumped by a lot of enemy fighters, but took a lot down with them and landed and refueled and were holding there. Now, Staffel 2, the second squadron, were hit very badly and lost more than half of its element in dogfights. And so they returned to home base to rearm and try and make their way back to the middle airfield for a possible push on Stalingrad. That's where we leave our brave boys of JG9.
Nice. Should we go group by group? Our group is first. Staffel 1 red. Send.
Well, it seemed to go pretty fine. Somehow we managed to make it through the valley and the waypoints and the blind climb, which was quite terrifying because that attitude indicator in the 109 sucks. Managed to not kill everybody at that point, and once we got to the dam, I got shot down and passed to the capable hands of High.
Thank God. I was supposed to lead, but thank God I didn't. Very good, guys. And we got there. I got shot because Supercap, but the rest made it down and did a great job. Next group, go. Right now.
Jigsaw and me and Haras, I think we took off. We had a lag issue. Jigsaw and I respawned, followed, flown through the canyon, had a lot of fun. Then landed on the airbase, re-armed, refueled, gone up, and then mission was called off. I think I have one enemy killed. Not sure about. I think Jigsaw had 2 enemies.
Roger. Great flying there from the Germans. Well done. Next flight, send.
Yeah, so the 51s took off, flew in formation, lost the formation on the climb over the mountain pass. Managed to find the flight again near the dam, near the reservoir. Got to the airfield. There was a lot of fighters there, so tried to engage, but every fighter that I went after, High seemed to get there first and shoot him down. So, but managed to get some rounds on one of High's targets. Managed to sneak in there for a couple of digs, and then landed at the end.
Well done. Great flying, guys. It's great to see GR's Warbird ability coming alive. It's taken 7 years, but we've got there. Next group, go.
Red's not here, so I guess it'll be yellow. So yellow took off. We're waiting for number 2. I didn't see SOC, but I had a problem with the SRS and the radio, so I couldn't hear anything. Took off, trailed the fighters who'd gone ahead. Unfortunately, then got the message that the altitude limit had been breached, and I was left with about 4 to 6 spawned bandits. I had no chance. Tried to get back to base. Force landed in a field.
Roger. Good, brave ending. Next.
That would be me. Bypass red leader for the 2nd squadron. We took off successfully, bar one mosquito that we had to wait for, but in the end, an element of the 1st squadron got hit at the valley, so we decided to go and help. On the way there, our own transports got hit in the back, jumped by enemy fighters, so we turned around to help them. I got my wing taken off by P-47 and crashed. Our other team members, Space Chef, Shrek and Push, got lots of kills, but I think at this point we lost our transports. So the rest went back to base to rearm and to try and go for the push for the 2nd airfield.
Roger, boys. Good job. Next, I feel a bit guilty now for being out in front all the time. We avoided all the contact. Next group, send.
Yeah, I was with bypass most of the time and orbited over the field, waiting for the last mosquito to take off, and then we took off, got down to the green smoke, broke up for the fight down there. I got to be bait for Space Chef. I think he got a couple of guys off my 6, went back to the field, landed, repaired, refueled. Game over.
Well done, boys. Anyone else?
Spitfires. Yeah, so we took off. We were sent first to try to help one of the returning mosquitoes. We found 5 or 6 bandits that were holding close to the green smokes. And so when it came time to engage, we still had some separation with our mosquitoes. And because we were orbiting, waiting for the entire team, the mosquitoes got engaged first. We struggled to find the bandits. Eventually, we caught up, shot down 3. I think bypass. Shrek got 1, but we lost our mosquitoes, and now we're on our way in the valley.
Roger.
Yeah, on that, I ended up crashing into somebody, losing half my wing, returning to base, repairing, and then taking off and crashing and losing half my wing, parachuting down onto the airfield where I took another airframe.
That sounds so much like JG9, doesn't it? Roger, guys. Any more flights?
Luxor, skill.
Rage quit.
Well, I'm still here. Lucky.
Still had to go.
Right. I had trouble getting off, but I finally did. But I was behind everyone. But the altitude had been breached, so Matrix got in as my navigator, and he was helping guide me, but didn't see one coming behind us, and just got shot down around the first green smoke.
Boys, I should say, valued viewers, if it looked easy, it wasn't. There was no F10 map. It was all proper Milsim. It was incredibly difficult, and I'm surprised we did so well, to be honest, but that was great. That's it. Anything from Bypass before we sign off?
Yeah, so I'll see you for part 2 in a couple of weeks.
Sounds
where
good, guys.
We'll join our JG9 boys for this next adventure.
Roger, and the rest of you valued viewers, I'll see you on Saturday for Party Time Bournemouth Public Meet. Guys, I will see you später.
See you, good flying.
Yeah.
It was